So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So it finally happened. Cross skill is here. Not like I wanted though, but let's just take the W. What I wanted was a full batch of cross skill. I've been very clear about that. This was not what I wanted, but unit is interesting, I guess, and it's happening, and we could always get a new cross skill batch in the future, a proper one. So yeah, let's jump into it. Sadly, the quality of these images is really low. I blame the Twitter post about this. Sometimes they are just very low quality. So when we zoom in, we're barely going to be able to read, but yeah, we'll make do. So yeah, Buggy, Miyagi, and Crocodile are driven, slasher, and quick. I expected int mainly for S-Hawk, but sure. I will say though that this unit will have been a lot better in PvP if they were int, or if they were slasher focused instead. Now they are pretty meh. I won't really talk about PvP in this video though. I'll do another deep dive later where I'll talk about that. We'll focus on PvE in this video, my first reaction. But yeah, Miyok, Croc, and Buggy also have critical hit potential ability, limit special uses, and a rush. This is actually the first legend with a rush that isn't a super sugo, so that's great news. More rush is pretty useful since it's the most uncommon limited special potential ability, I should say. So yeah, they are 15 CD, but they have a lot of way to get their special faster as captain. As a sub, that's an issue though, but the cool thing is that they have a pseudo triple special. So yeah, basically the first time you use their special, you get the first ability, which is the zero ability in text. So you apply a new debuff called Set Target Status. Applying this ignores full immunity. It also doubles the damage received from driven and slasher characters. And every time you defeat an enemy with this condition, driven and slasher gets -2 CD. So that's pretty unique. Like, it would be better if everybody just got -2 CD from the special, but what can you say? Beggars can't be choosers. And yeah, this counts kills both with normal attacks and the special damage, but it won't count end of turn damage, and I presume stuff like poison and burn. But also, when you use the special, the cross skill legend reduces the CD by 13, and as you saw, his CD is 15. So this means that you just need 2 more CD to use the special again. We'll talk later about how to get that CD. Then you get the special to the 1 special, and then you reduce all enemy step up and threshold by 6 turns. You do 1 million damage, ignoring everything, including normal attacks only. Driven and slasher gets a 2.75 times ore boost for 2 turns, and then you reduce the CD again by 13 turns. You lack 2 CD. Note though that you lack 2 CD if you have a limit break expanded unit, so for this unit to work properly, you basically have to give it a key, or you're often going to lack 1 CD. Then you have the 2 specials. So I said 3 specials. Then you reduce the spear by 6 turns. You set the chain multiplier. You get a chain boundary basically, starting at 3, going up to 20 for 3 turns. You apply some resistance to the enemy, 20% driven slasher. And then you go back to 0 and you get no help to use the special again. So yeah, I think this is kind of convoluted for what you get. Like, it would be one thing if you got 3 extremely strong effects. But like, the first effect you apply is close to useless. You don't get a lot from that. It's just there to help you set up to get the first effect. So even if it is triple special, the first one is barely helpful. The second one is probably the best, since you get some really good utility. get that damage ignoring normal attacks only, and you get an ore boost. Ore boost is not the strongest though, and only 2 turns, so something like the new Blackbeard's ore boost is a lot better in comparison. Then the second one, yeah, they reduce the spear by 6 turns, but as we'll see soon, this unit is immune to the spear, so I'm not really sure what this is about. And they also do a chain boundary for 3 turns, which sounds great, but it's not the best chain boundary. Sure, it starts at 3, which is fine, but it caps at 20, and it's definitely possible to get higher than 20, and if you get higher than 20, you just won't get that damage, so that's a shame. Like, it's a small negative, but it is a negative. And also the poor synergy in the fact that you can get the ore boost for 2 turns, but the chain boundary is for 3 turns. Like, no reason why both aren't 3 turns, in my opinion. So that's also a shame. I also think it's a shame that they haven't made it so that you can use 2 of these legends together, which will have been fun, since their super kind of could help each other in that case. Could have been cool if, like, you give an ore boost. If you already have an ore boost, you get an attack boost. If you already have a chain boundary boost, you get a normal chain boost. Something like that will be very fun. So yeah, even if they are probably pretty good, I think they'll end up a bit too convoluted for people to actually use, and just not strong enough to make up for it. So a small disappointed that way, but still, unique legend is unique legend, so that's always cool. Captain ability. -1 CD for Driven and Slasher. -3 CD for themselves. 1.3 times HP, 5.5 times attack to Driven and Slasher. 40 cost or below, Driven and Slasher gets a 6 times attack boost, as well as themselves, because they are 55 cost. Well, I thought they will maybe be 40 cost because of Buggy, but nope. Miyake and Crocodile run this legend. As you can say, like, the animation of this legend is Croc and Miyake holding Buggy's head in their hands. That's pretty funny. Tandem slots matching for Driven and Slasher, and 20% damage reduction. If you're afflicted with the spear from a special launch by the crew, including support, or by an enemy action, you change that effect to reduces the CD of top row by 2 turns. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I would have preferred if it changed to -2 CD for everybody. That would have made this legend a lot better. But yeah, basically you can't get the speared. If you get the speared, instead you get -2 CD for the top row. So that's why I'm saying that it's pretty weird that they reduce the spear with their special. Like, it's helpful if they are a sub, but I don't really feel like they are designed to be a sub, even if they definitely can be a sub. But yeah, the spear immunity is obviously great, but except for that, there's not much going here. But yeah, that's a very valuable utility, which will probably be the main reason you use them as captain. Extra strats to Driven and Slasher. Also great sub here that at start of turn 1, Driven and Slasher -1 CD. That's one of the best crewmate abilities you can get in the game. Support is pretty nice. If you use a special to apply damage reduction, you get some extra resistance applied to all enemies, just 3 extra damage. Rush, final stage. You need 2 specific units for this, and this only works on the first tap of a chain. So it's any of the Buggy Pirates, or Das Bones, or Zoro, or Perona, or Shanks. Kind of makes sense, like we have the Buggy Pirates and Shanks for Buggy. We have Zoro and Perona for Mihawk. And we have Das Bones and I guess Galdino for Crocodile. So yeah. And it's hard to say how good this rush is. The way I find it is that to really know how good it is, you need to press the effect button, bring up the menu with all the numbers, and compare it to the previously released Rush Legends, because they've done a very poor job with communicating how good a Rush special is. Like, when I read this, I don't know if this is good or not. I presume it's not as good as Super Chauzu. So yeah, once we get a data download, I'll press that effect button, I'll bring it up, I'll compare it with Sanji, Kaido, and all the other Rush legends, and we'll see how good it is. But it's cool to have a non-Super Chauzu Rush. They also have an EX Super, which I forgot to bring up, which is pretty cool. And you need to defeat an enemy with set target status, which is basically free. You just use their special and kill an enemy. Or you need one of the two of the units we talked about before. So yeah, you probably try and build with that for the rush, but if you don't, like, you still have this option for the EX, which makes it basically free. And yeah, this EX is nice at least. You do get the crew-wide -2 CD. You also boost the attack of the next final tap, performed by Driven or Slasher by 20%. And as said, this is not for final tap, it's for any unit hitting last in the chain. So 3 extra damage. You also apply some more Driven and Slasher resistance to all enemies for 1 turn, and you get Super Driven and Super Slasher. So that's cool. So as you see, EX Super give you -2 CD. So the main challenge of this unit, as said, is with the special. Like, you use it first time, you reduce CD by 13. That means you need 2 more CD for the next special. Then you have the option of just waiting for next stage. And then you naturally get -2 CD. You can also use the EX Super for -2 CD. You can also kill an enemy with the special. So basically, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself, because the second special does damage. So what you can do is that, they show this in a video on JP, by the way. First special, just apply the set target immunity, then you use the EX, get it back. Then you do a damaging special, and if you kill an enemy with low HP, you get that 2 more CD back, and you can use the special again. So that's one potential showcase for it. But as I said, the issue with this is, like, if you have 1 more stage after, sure, you'll keep the chain boundary, but that ore boost is not getting kept. So yeah, I do wish they were a bit better. It's a fun idea, but I feel like the execution is a bit lacking. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.